Hello. Welcome to episode 216. I'm BU Squalor, and we beat our first opponent, which was the Bears, right? Yep, the Bears. And now we're going to play the Vikings, and Vince Trent won player of the week last week. So that's good, because he needs to regroup his stats as he enters progression. That's never going to happen. We've seen the most powerful version of Vince Trent. So, what did he 3.8 yards carry last week? Yeah, 3.8 yards. So, let's go look at the Minnesota Vikings team in this new year. Dislocated ankle. 7 weeks. Oh, man. He did get hurt. Wish they would show. Oh, wow. Complete ACL tear. 7 weeks left. That must have been from last year? Late last year? I don't know. That seems like a long injury. And on the roster, let's look at the Vikings roster. We've got 390s now. Buffed up a little bit. Vikings. Quarterback is Brody Hayden, a 25-year-old, 97 overall quarterback. Superstar development. Barrington Lincoln. What's his name is gone now. Very decent running back, quick development. Reggie Garland. Not gonna blow you away with the speed, more of a possession receiver, I would guess. Red zone threat, because he's tall. Yeah, 6'5". Oof. Catching them touchdowns. Offensive line is on the right side. What kind of stats this guy's got? Oh, he's a rookie? Variance 0. Oh, did you see that? That was actually... And cornerbacks. Not special at all. Not fast, not special. Now, I'm not sure if Madden does use speed during its simming. I almost think it does, but I'm not sure. Alright, let's play this game. Goes Donald Groves on his first play. Looks like the Vikings are running a 3-3-4 or 3-3-5. Blitz is coming, and he dumps the ball off to Whiteside, who's going up the sideline. He gets a decent gain on first down. 16 yards. That was pretty good. Aaron Whiteside. Team for a long time now, right? This is his 8th year, 30 years old now. Probably a free agent at the end of the year. Jonathan Bradham's 28 years old. His 8th year. And a pass to Finlaw. We're seeing him a little bit more now. 66 overall wide receiver that's been basically doing special teams, but now to go wide receiver talent. Vince Trent, big gain on first down there. Kobe. When Jacoby was on the field, oh man, the wide receivers are raw and untalented. Vince Trent coming up a short third down. Offensive line time. Pretty good offensive line. He did got a guard weakness now. The salary cap issue of having Kenny Clark and bunch of players just being in their end years, you know, it's really expensive then. Groves is going to run for it. Get the first down on a quarterback sneak. Get him Rookie of the Year, that'd be great. I don't think there was any quarterbacks left, right? Those are the players that have lost. Wide receivers. Yeah, wide receiver. A couple wide receivers. Bradham. Nice. Those will be the questionable ones if they can. Huge years, 90 overall wide receiver. First tax Ethan. Okay, 2nd and 2, back to pass. And he just dumps it off to Hutchinson, but it's immediately stopped. 4 for 4 on his passing, that's good. We'll get this conversion here. Alright. Pass. And it's intercepted. Oh, man. Upshaw with the interception. Oh, what a bummer. Just like that. Get it into the Gage Jasper there. Not a smart decision on the rookie's part there. Packers are on defense now. Facing a wide quarterback that's some talent. The defense that no longer has any stars. Defensive line. Kenny Clark is 33. Neil Stallings is 31. Tom Brazel is 29. Nice tackle there. Their superstar linebacker, Lewis McLaughlin. One of my favorite number. Excited to see him have number 44 there. Third and 3, can we get off the field? Trying to set up screen, and they do. Lincoln down the sideline. Lincoln's got an angle. Lincoln, man. And the Jets have got all the way to the 49. 5-yard reception. That was a good screen. They Neil Ellis out of the position and then blocked off the safety. The other safety had to come across the field and the tackle.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. 4 down. Hang on now.
Tackled by Lewis McLaughlin and gain of 3. Perfectly acceptable first down run. Guess you would want 4 yards, but 3 yards is pretty good.
Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go now.
Getting back to pass. Pressure up the middle, but he gets away to Word, but Word steps out of bounds, but Word had the angle, and Latterly was worried about the speed difference. 3rd and 1, can we please get off the field? Vikings are in that. They might kick a field goal if... And he busts forward for a first down. That was young Conrad that couldn't make the tackle. First and 10 now for the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, he's tall. Looks really tall. Looks like a big guy. Bird. Oh man, Neil Stallings is flying through there.
Watch tight end. We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go.
3-4 look again, and pause it here for a penalty break. And off to Lincoln. Lincoln pushes forward, but doesn't get much there. 3rd and 14 now. Oh, wow.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. Hurry up. Hot.
Pressure, but he gets away, but he's going to throw it out of bounds, and they are at the 43. I don't think they're going to kick a field goal. We're going to go to normal mode, and at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, 7-3 for the Minnesota Vikings. He's changed his mind. I don't think Donald Rose is having a very good game today. Running the ball, panicking and trying to scramble or something. Hopefully he settles down in the second half here and get them done. Up the middle. Holy huge hole, Batman. Driver. He's just got some holes. Got some holes, I tell ya. It's a big run.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Set. 3-19.
We're gonna score another touchdown, but Javon Brazell intercepted the ball. Stop him. Scoring at least a field goal or whatever. Frazier. Easy Frazier. He's not rated as high as Jabari Mack, but gotta move Jabari Mack to safety. They'd be probably rated the same on safety. Frazier actually has his normal development, might actually have a little bit of an upside for Jabari Mack. Hendon catching the ball over on Brazell. 3rd down and 3. Can we get a stop? Get a stop. Rushing 3. Pass. He went back for the ball. And I think that means that he got stopped. Yep. Hunting the ball, and we're going to take over. I think Finlaw is the... his name? I'm saying that wrong. He just beat that one up, but... not inside the 20. Filia. Brandon Filia. 4th year. 4th year people. Alright, new 1st down here. Handoff. Nope. Man, it, see? Too many of those calls. Coach might need to go. Won a Super Bowl and I'm already calling for his head. Settle down. Stay in the pocket. For a pocket passing quarterback. Back pass. There you go. Bradham. 3rd and 1 now. Oh, it's Vince Trent time. That was good. Oh, did he get stopped? First down. Tried to stop him. He just nudged that ball over that line just a little bit. That was close. I wonder where that stick stands. They gave him the first down. Goes under center. Hand off Trent. Trent runs into Pollock guy again. Chris Pollock. Christopher Pollock? Pollock, maybe? Pollock? Down in 9. Hand off. And again, Vikings defense is just there. Making it hard on our running backs, that's for sure. We have a weak secondary. Should be attacking the secondary. Nixon's in the game. Fake. Pass. Bradham. And a flag. Extra 15. Yep. See? Look at that. On Wormack. Nice last name. Bradham got a Super Bowl ring. And off Nixon. Nixon around the corner. Fights forward. He got like 8 there. Great run from Harris Nixon. This time too was coming to an end at 29 years old. Traded for him, re-signed him once. Second and 2. Vince Trent is back in the game. Back to pass. Fucking around. And oof. Too much heat on that ball. Yeah, of a wide receiver. Trent up the middle. Got a little nervous there. Vikings had been throwing up the running game pretty good, so now we're at the 13-yard line. We got inside the red zone once before and came away with no points. Nixon is in the backfield. Not in motion. And it's a pitch to Nixon. Gains 2. I completed a pass. Second and 8. I snap, hand off Nixon. Nixon up the middle, and he fights all the way to the 4 for a 3rd and 1 from 4. Look at that. Like Detroit might pull off the win. And Trent backfield, back pass, rolls out, and he gets tackled. Instead of, I don't know. Kicking a field goal. Going in normal mode. You could have hit Finlaw right there. Bummer. Stop the clock, so we are going to kneel and win the game. Vince Trent carried the team on his shoulders at the end there. Didn't feel very good about Donald, but his rating is 67 completion. Look at, they had the exact same passes, and he's actually played better other than the interception, but the interception doesn't really hurt him. I wonder why his rating is higher. Because it's just more yards. Oh, amazing. Okay, outplayed Brody. Hayden in. Vince Trent, 3.6 yards a carry. That's alright. Tyrus Nixon had 6.3 yards a carry. Receiving. Packers. Nice. Jonathan Bradham. Himself some catches. Defensively. Tackleman. Neil Stallings. Blake McAdley. Lewis. Sack. Split sack. Interception for Ron Brazil. 2-0, guys. 2-0. After the Super Bowl rebalancing, we can go undefeated and do another rebalance, or start our 5 Super Bowls in a row, or our 3 or 5 Super Bowls, or 3 Super Bowls in a row. Definitely be a little bit before we rebalance again, unless we just like miraculously go undefeated, which I would just be super shocked with this team that happened. I mean, it's not impossible, you know. Now we get to look at our free agents and the draft class and all that fun stuff. God, we're gonna have a lot, I think. Jonathan Bradham, our left tackle, wants a big contract. I'm definitely willing to do. Kenny Clark is looking for, man, almost 10 mil a year. A lot cheaper than what he is now. Darren Whiteside, Carter Bierman, Freddie McGahee, Caleb Keelan Bibbs, John Morris, Monte Driver, Tyrus Nixon, Monte, Keon Means, Conrad. Like I said, it was a lot. .96 speed receiver. Not good, but he wants 5.4 million. I could do this. Like, I can buff his speed once he becomes the slowest wide receiver. If we want to. I'm not re-signing the kicker. Don't want to waste the money. He's got 93 and 96 versus Whiteside, who's 4 and 86. I don't know. A lot of options in here. A lot of free agents coming up, that's for sure. So let's get our calculators out. And yes, I know that they give you the number, but I'm just curious what different the two numbers are, you know? 7.7 divided by 5. 17.1 divided by 11 million a year to play left tackle. Not quite 11 million. Got 48 million in salary cap. That's what I'm willing to offer. Right there. 5 years, 7.7, 3.45. Will you take it? Wow, he said no thank you. Is it worth it to franchise him? At 10? For the franchise is a lot more than that, but it might be a possibility too. It's just to franchise him for a year. Jordan Madsen said, no, thank you. And we're adjusting. We're picking 12th and 28th. We've gone up with the speed rusher with the #1 pick. That'd be great for the league. More defensive line talent, and there's not. Top 10 doesn't really have that, you know? I mean, if they went in order, plus 10, plus 9, plus 8, 7, 6, plus 5, plus 4, plus 3, plus 2, plus 1. There you go. There you go. Let's go take a look at the Falcons. Report, sad face. Kenny Clark is out now too? Oh my god, guys, you guys can't be doing this. You can't be doing this to me. Drew Fontaine gonna play. Dante Driver. Isn't he left end? And so is Leon Means. I want to do that. Yeah. Alright, injury report for the Falcons. Ours is already starting to be annoying. From Sloan. They're all 28. Falcons team, roster, team. Alright, they got Jackson Luke. 31-year-old quarterback, West Coast style. Look at his stats for his career. 86, 78. Ooh, that was his down year, huh? 82 so far, 89 last year. Not terrible, but Stephen Epstein. George Staymates, 92 speed, 93 overall. Ugh, beast. Lines all in the right around that 80 mark. Ooh, for this left end. Our left end. I would consider him a balance. Jordan Brent. Taekwon Blue. 32-year-old safety. Play the game in a little bit. Here we go! It's the Packers versus Atlanta Falcons. The Packers are 2-0. Atlanta is 0-2. We're getting the ball first. This man coming up, he's pretty excited. His career. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 70% completion rating, 376 yards. Donald Groves. Will it finally settle the quarterback position in Green Bay after the Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers retired? Let's hope so. So far, good. And on first down, we get a free 5 yards as Denver is 0-3 now. Washington football team is 2-0. Fran is 0-2. That's pretty amazing. Giants are 0-2. Alright, under center. Back pass on first down, and he didn't need to do that at all. Yeah, excuse me, sir. You could have just dumped it off to Vince Trent there. Bringing up a second down and 5 now. We tried to sign a player last week and they said no. That was pretty amazing. Second and 5, hand off Vince Trent. Vince Trent gets 4 of those 5 yards. Third and 1. It's a long one. Trent, backfield. Rushing 3, so Vince Trent's taking it up the middle, and he gets 3. So it's a first down. Was that Corey Whiteside? The defensive tackle? Could be Corey Whiteside, our former defensive tackle. Oh, nothing going there as 99 blew up the play. Yeah, Corey Whiteside. Huh. Bet you that's can't figure out. Corey Whiteside was a 3rd round pick in 24 for us. Spent a year on the practice squad and then 2 incomplete grades. Something like that. And that was a good tackle by number 50 there. 3rd and 10 already. Yeesh. And we get a first down in this long 3rd down. Next pass. Double team and one guy. He's going deep. He's going for it all. And Bradham could not hang on to the ball from the hit. We're going to punt. Donald Groves is 0 for 2 in his first series, which is not great. Seattle's 2-0. They have a new quarterback. I think they have a new quarterback. Russell Wilson retired? Can't remember. If he didn't, he played longer than Aaron Rodgers. Jackson Luke, 57.6% completion rating, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Reverse that, set it backwards. Defensive line is not good at getting at the quarterback, unfortunately. Oh, Jackson Luke rushed the pass. Okay. Right, we got an injury on our defensive line. Someone's out. Is it Adrian Best that's out? Strong right. 870. Adrian Best is in the game. Kenny Clark then, huh? No, good old 97 there. 3rd and 2. Handoff. He's got himself a first down and more. Yards for Epstein, running back there. Lindsey Frazier with the tackle. So if Adrian Best was not a slow development player, because he's a 90 overall at 27, he's going to regress next year. What would he have been? Oh man, broke a tackle and then ran over the superstar development. Long safety. Big run for them. It was Lindsey Frazier and both safeties didn't do so great on that play. Ooh, big hit there. Got his head in, foot inside someone's head. Yeah, Eric Fountain playing for the injured Ian Clark, who's making a lot of money this year. 25.7 million or something like that. Hard cap hit. I don't think he's making that much, but
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Here we go.
7. Back pass. Pressure. Gets the ball off to Staymates, who gets a big first down there. Just a split second behind on that one. Football, the game of inches. Let's go, Packers defense. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Get an interception here. Oh, Einstein up the middle. And decent yards per carry right now. I don't remember, he's like an 88 or 89 or something like that overall. First and 10. Pressure, but he gets rid of it to Redmond. Gets the first down. Ugh. We're just a step behind here. Left and right. He gets blown up by Casey Clifton, but not before. I think you beat Jerron Burzell. All right, they're in the red zone. Back pass. Blitz gets hit as soon as he throws. He's been hit a lot as he's thrown, but hasn't caused any ill-conceived passes. Tomorrow's Friday. Very excited about that. Second and goal from the 9. Back pass, and that's a touchdown for Staymates right there. We're going in normal mode. See you at halftime. All right, 21-17 for Atlanta. It was going to be 21-10, but Jonathan Bradham a touchdown with like 2 seconds left, like a 75-yarder or something like that. So allowed us to get back in the game. Our defense, yeah, you know, it's a thing. I don't know. Maybe their running back got hurt when it was just gashing us. We'll find out here. Oh, looks like he's back in the game, so it was just a short-term injury. First and 10 for Atlanta. And nothing doing on that one is both Devontae Driver and Neil Stallings were there for the quite handy tackle. Second and 13. Luke's back pass. Luke's got Benedict. He picked up a good chunk of them yards back. Third and 4. Try to run it or pass play. That in between area. Bunch formation. Safeties are back, and I think it's 39 now. That was good. Third and 9. Luke back pass. Pressure in the middle. Is that pass interference? Offensive holding. Oh, decline that. Watch they go for it. Like, ah! Alright, look at that. That was like a 3 and out, right? Or maybe they got 1 first down. That's a punt. Nixon makes first man miss. Breaks some ankles. There'll be a lot of changes on this team next year. A lot of free agents. Was it the 24 draft that's free agents now? 5. Man, I can't believe it's a 25 draft already. Deep ball, and oh, he didn't catch it. I thought that was an interception all day long, and Whiteside just kind of almost came down with it. That was pretty amazing. But unfortunately, an incompletion is an incompletion. Oh. Oh, man. 94 ran over everybody, including the quarterback. Whoa. You gonna show that again? Yeah. He just cleared out the center and quarterback. 3rd and 13. Yikes. Looks like they're going to bring pressure too. Nope, he got hit as he threw it, and we're punting. And punted with 2 minutes left. And I don't know. No, I don't think the game's over yet. I think they got 42 seconds. We score a touchdown. Otherwise, we want another nail biter. 15 seconds left. Game is over. And by the looks of it, we won by 7. And it was a track meet in that second half there. Both quarterbacks, running back for us did good. Wait to take a look at the stats here. You can see that 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 58% completion rating. 65 2 touchdowns, but his rating is less. Because of his average? Must be because of the average. I take his stat line over. Oh, no, I had him backwards. Oh my god, I did it again. Yeah, no, he played good. 3.8 yards a carry, 5 yards. Not used to Vince Trent only getting 3.8 yards. It's been a long time since that's happened. We had a hard time with Staymates. They had a hard time with Jonathan Bradham. Actually, along with 67, Staymates was all over the place. Whiteside, and then look at Redmond, Whiteside, Redmond. How many characters are in Madden? Not enough, apparently. Kicker too. The kicker looked like Ray Fidel. Sacks. So that's them. We got 2 sacks. No, we get any. No interceptions. No sacks. And Lindsey Frazier. Tackling machine. Not sure you want your free safety doing that too much, but we won. Okay, we're gonna finish up this episode by once again trying to sign Jordan Madsen. You're gonna do this, right? Yes. Jordan Madsen, our left tackle, going to stay on the team for 5 more years. Ooh, and look at that raise. 860,000 to 7.77 million. 9.05 million, 10.7 million, 12.9 million, and 15.7 million. 56.8 12 million for our very, very, very good left tackle. Probably get a little bit better. No. Kenny Clark. Can't renegotiate with him yet. We're gonna sign him to a big long-term deal. But can't do that yet. And $88 overall. I might do this actually. And then let's look at his speed compared to the wide receivers that are available. Even though I think isn't Whiteside a free agent? Yeah, Darren's a free agent. Law, but he doesn't matter. So with Darren being the free agent, I'm just trying to figure out if we give him 5 speed, it'll be perfectly fine, you know? Asper's guys not going anywhere. I guess if we careful on our draft, could just give Jonathan the speed. If not this time, the next time around. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep Jonathan Bradham. Let's look at his stats. We're not a passing team, so it's not really fair. I mean, do I want to sign him again? Well, with both of them going. Oh, there's no choice. I mean, we got to do this. He wants something close to 10 million a year. What is Darren? Not that much. Yeah, let's do that. 29.7 divided by 4. 13.1 divided by 4. 5 and 5. 43. Almost 11 million a year. What do you say? All right, Jonathan Bradham staying on the team as well. Yeah, I think Kenny Clark, and that's gonna probably do it for most of them. I can find a few other ones. But let me mark this down. Check it out, he's actually like a lot cheaper next year. And the year after. And the year after that. And even in his final year, 14 million. We shall see. We need a kicker. Kenny Clark, yes. Gordon Weems. No. Gordon McGahee, no. Elon Bibbs, no. Don Morris. That's 3 million a year. I think I'm gonna walk from that one. That one's going. Going. In law because of his 2-year deal, 896 speed. I'll probably do this. This is gonna be my only one. So it's Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark, and Finlaw. That'll be it. Playing the Browns next. Alright, episode's long, but we'll wrap it up by looking at the Browns injury report, which we had two. No, we lost our defensive tackle. We're losing all our tackles. Fountain is hurt now. Gee wee the wheelie. Ant 2 and Driver. Move. What means in Driver can be the backup. Ant 2. No, he's better. Okay, now we're really looking at the Browns. You know, Browns have no injuries. Yikes. And how's their team look? Odd Mears, 34-year-old quarterback. 87 throw power, it's fine. 86 running back. Ugh. Nasty wide receiver. Two of them. That's good 1, 2, 3 there. Good tight end. Good right guard. Oh, looks like maybe the defense is a little sus. Oh, linebacker's good. Cornerbacks. Routledge. I feel like not terrible. 87 is right where I feel like they just can't cover after 89. So, we'll see. See you in the next episode for the Browns game. Bye.